All good?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Good afternoon, evening. Welcome to Queenstown Ice Arena, the battle between the SkyCity Stampede and the Canterbury Red Devils. I'm Dave Dumnick.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
And the two of us are going to bring you play-by-play in color. Along with that, we have Molly on the technician and Tamara on the camera. Tomorrow's another day. Nothing like tomorrow. All right, Joel. So last night, my goodness, you missed a good battle.
I know.
Even though the Stampede ended up with quite a large finish, there are some things they struggled with. The penalty box, the swinging, the revolving door of the penalty box.
Yes, that
was
story.
Big trouble for them. 7 or 8 penalties. Luckily, they were able to keep Canterbury away from Aston Brooks during that time, ending up in a 7-1.
Good old Stampede power kill.
The power kill, yeah, they did. They battled quite well, but that's something with a team and a game that's closer. They're going to have to definitely cinch that up a bit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, as they get to the pointy end of the season now, all teams need to be, more disciplined, staying out of the box, because, the closer you get to playoffs and into playoffs, penalties hurt. They make a big difference.
In my heart, I talk about there was no need. Like when you're up, you play hockey. And so that's, I think perhaps Coach Cam Freer will be talking to them about that. Boys, just play your game.
Yep.
And stay out of the box.
Yeah, because I mean, if you've got a team like Canterbury here, who they want to draw you into those little altercations. They want to draw you. If you're the team that's down like that, baiting the winning team into taking a stupid penalty is a great way to rack up some bonus points.
Yeah, Canterbury had moments of brilliance, but had no sustained pressure there. Yeah, I guess it's reflected in the inability to score well during the power play.
Yeah, well, I'm just having a bit of a look here. It looks like a bit of a shortish bench, players-wise.
The other thing to remember as you talk about the pointy end of the season, Canterbury has the ability to ruin other people's worlds.
They very much do.
They can make kings.
Yes, yes, absolutely. Very important for Stampede to take both these games this weekend. And just looking at the Botany Swarm versus Pure NZ West Auckland Admirals, the Swarm currently lead 2-0. With 9 minutes and 47 seconds left in the period.
But nobody should be listening to that. They should be watching this game.
They should be.
So please switch over to this game. Some people will be flicking back and forth. Big thank you to you people that are listening. Couldn't make it to the game tonight. Lots going on. And it's a chilly night here on one of the longest nights of the year.
Absolutely.
In the deep south of New Zealand.
It is cold out there. It's about to get hot in here, though, Dave.
That's right. It's going to get frosty. Or it's frosty
It might
now.
get a bit frosty, too, as well.
Hot and cold.
Yes, exactly.
All right, so we're about to start. Had, I believe, Rusky Jones getting his first goal last night. Ollie,
very good. Yeah.
Players to watch out for. Watching Hast for the Devils and the Moncrief brothers. Hast doing a lot of heavy lifting for the Devils last night. So
yeah, he has been all season
all
so
season,
far. He's been racking up those points. It looks like we've got Devlin on the draw here with Harrison and Rusky Jones on the outside, and Burns and Amston on the D.
Jones pushes it into the Devils zone. Devils behind the net. Brown in the corner. Up but not out. Rusky Jones takes a shot. Bounces off the boards to Burns. Feeds Harrison. And now Moncrief taps it to the red line for the. Here's a chance for Morris. Morris. Unbelievable. Left, right, and in the net. There's something you didn't expect.
Wow. Devils coming out strong with Morris. Quick hands there. Just freezing Joel up and getting it past him. Shouldn't be too worried about that one. There's not much you can really do there. But yeah, Burns just getting beat on the red line there.
Yeah, the puck kind of stalled on Burns. Morris took the opportunity and used it fully. So, my goodness, folks.
We have ourselves a game.
Yeah. Stampede have a little bit of digging early in the piece. Once again, missed puck. Reese chases, but McCullum in the corner for the Stampede. McCullum starts to move it out. Blue line. Pass to Frere. Steps over the Devils blue line. Fires it in. Keeping it in is McIntosh. Light shot high and wide. Frere across to McCullum. Walks it over the front of the net. Cross ice. True. Backhands it to the corner, leaving it for McIntosh. True. Shot. Kicked away. And the Devils push it to the neutral zone. Ross with it now along the boards. Shot straight on the money. Puck rolls just out of reach of Reason. Back to the point. Shot again, just wide. Harford has a bat at it. But Thomas Moncrief bats it in to the Stampede zone. Devils keeping it in. Oh, Devils, I thought were keeping it in.
Yeah, there's the linesman there waved that off, and then I'd say the linesman on the other side had a bit of a better view of it.
So, linesman Nagy, Adam Nagy, Aaron
officiating.
Chisholm, yeah, and Ted Howard with the red stripes tonight for referees. Harford with it behind the net, being bullied around. And
I got Robbie out there again.
Rolls it out into the corner. Roby with it. It's batted back in by Hopkins. Battle in the corner. Great cover up as the Clutter kind of moved from the corner, as the Clutter like this moving mall.
Yeah, there really was, wasn't there?
Right in front of the net.
Yeah, Red Devils are doing a great job here, just kind of just making the Stampede work really, really hard for it, chasing the puck a little bit and then creating opportunities for themselves.
Yes, that McIntosh line had some good shots towards the net and only a couple on the net. That's Devlin. Fires it across ice to Rusky Jones. Carries it into the zone. Behind the net, Rusky Jones still controlling-ish as Hast hassles him off the puck. Moncrief cross to Hast. Hast over the blue line. Loses it on the blue line where Harrison picks it up. Harrison, shot on net, puck bouncing off of the pads of Reason. Open net, Joel.
I know, just bounced over the stick there.
And then ended up nobody able to collect it.
There's good stick from the Red Devils defense there to just tie up the Stampede player who was looking for that rebound.
Here's a chance now in the neutral zone. Freer over the blue line. McCullum with it. McCullum shot. Reason gloves that down. Simon Wilson, way up north. You're watching this, and I'm betting that Hunter's watching it with you. Big shout out to Hunter Wilson, and number 23. It's old Cy Wilson, missing you down here. True taps it into the corner. Kickoff pushes it out to the neutral zone, but it's quickly tapped in again, where McCullum marches it to the corner. McIntosh goes down. It was not a intentional trip by any means. And McIntosh has it in the corner. He goes down again. He's struggling.
Let's get those skates sharpened.
Yes. Shot one time off a leg. And a big flick forward.
There's good deflection in front there.
Kiyoko.
Oh, what do we got here?
We've got ourselves a slash
on Stampede.
Yes. What were we talking about before the game, Joel?
That's exactly what we were talking about. Keys to the game. Keys to the game.
Yeah, stay out of the box. And that's McIntosh. He had a bad shift.
He did. He did.
It's not like him to get tangled up in the box.
No, definitely not. Definitely not at all.
So we have McCog on the face-off. To the right of Gerard.
All right, let's see what this power play holds.
I believe Canterbury will be very fired up, wanting to stamp another one.
Yep.
And Morris, goal scorer there a moment ago. Bad communication, and the Stampede rail it out.
Yeah, so seeing Morris and Haast here on this top line, power play line is no surprise.
Yeah, they've got some wheels. Shot. Good save.
Great save by Joel Gerard there.
And now Chalice is back. Chalice was stood down for a bit of fracas in Auckland, and now he's back. So he'll have some work cut out for him tonight. As marching it over again is Morris. Ball to Morris.
Oh,
big
good
attempt
tip there by McCullum.
Morris, cross ice. Moncrief was left open. Couldn't get a piece of it.
Door.
And once again, Brown, Moncrief, that's Thomas Moncrief. Tries to get over the blue line. Brown can't control it, and it's fired back out with only 38 seconds left in this penalty to the Colin McIntosh for the Stampede. As Brown, Willis starts to move it out.
Harrison getting involved there. That was a great forecheck.
Mastrinoff over the blue line. Leaves for Brown. And here's a chance for McCullum. He's got Harrison with him. Shot. And a fantastic glove save. That was a lightning shot.
Quick glove by Reason there, yeah. McCullum, that's the second one that's been gloved down by Reason. Maybe just luring him to a bit of false sense of security, and next one's going blocker.
Possibly, or I'm thinking perhaps Reason's leaving a little bit more open than like that luring, tempting McCullum to hit that open top corner.
Yeah, that's true.
And,
he does have a good glove, Reason, so.
Yes, and the movement's quick.
All right, 8 seconds left.
In that
power play
for the Red Devils.
Although we're seeing it in the Red Devils zone here with Stampede on the draw. So
what would you call that, the power kill?
The old power kill, yep.
Burns, Ross, Freer, and Amston out there for the Stampede. Try to realign that post. Definitely fired up that goal for the Red Devils standing. They're excited. They're energetic.
They are indeed.
And that will keep them in this game.
Yeah, well, coming out strong like that, it's going to put a bit of pep into your step. Scoring a goal that early.
Absolutely. Mastrinoff puts it up. Shot. Robbed. Ross robbed that puck. Gets a shot on Reason. Reason was forced to deflect that into the
send it up. So with going up, getting that early goal, if Red Devils can keep the momentum, hopefully they've got the young legs, they can keep that sustained pressure on because, the door goes both ways. With an early goal like that, you fire your own team up, but you also you know, fire the Stampede up to start
That's
putting
right.
in some work.
Nothing worse than an angry Stampede.
Exactly.
McIntosh is back on and facing off. Ross in the corner. Burns with it. Burns shot.
Oh,
Just
great
wide.
tip. Just hit the side of the net.
Fantastic setup there. Amston intercepts a deflection out. And again on the money. Man, Reason's really, he is sharp tonight.
Yep, absolutely.
He's been tested early. Both his blocker, his glove, and his leg pads have all been tested well.
Yeah, well, I mean, there is something to be said as well about getting to start both nights as well. And, you know, he saw a lot of shots last night. So he'll know how a lot of these guys are actually shooting and what they like to do.
Absolutely. McCog with it in the corner. Around to Ross. Centering. Shot. And that was, Roby couldn't quite put it on the mark.
Right idea, though.
Perfect idea. Textbook idea. Off a shin pad. Ball feeds Peck. But now Moncrief muscles his way over the blue line. Goes down with Roby. Or Amston, sorry. Roby. And Moncrief is struggling there. Tangled up. Along the boards. Cross ice to Roby. McCog pushes it to the blue line. Rusky Jones carries to the blue line and loses it, where Peck robs him.
Clark's won that. Good back check.
Starting to move it out is Clark again.
Too much time for Clark there.
Yeah.
He did well to redeem himself, though. Oh, looks like he's lost a blade here.
He's struggling on the ice.
He has.
He can't get off. He's absolutely legless. He's lost his blade. And so for those that haven't been on the ice, if you have one blade on and one blade off, it's ridiculous.
Very, very hard.
So
yeah.
Hopefully they'll pick that up and be able to snap it back in.
Yeah, he did a great job there. Even though he did that little turnover down low below the circles, he fought hard to get it back, and he got it out of the zone.
Yeah.
Cost him a blade, though.
There's a bit of, not payback, but proving yourself after you make a mess. Devlin with it over the blue line. Can't hit Rusky Jones.
Oh, Rusky Jones had the hop on.
And the puck rolls behind the net. Kells and they rails it around, but not out. It ends up in the corner. Cross ice. And here's a chance. Canterbury march it up to the neutral zone where True picks it up.
True with the hands.
Yes, takes a shot, blocked by the Devils. And it's kept in just where Hopkins fires it down the ice for an icing.
Good shift there by True.
Yeah.
It's at both ends.
His defense, what was he doing when up there?
Yeah. Putting it on net is what he was doing.
Last night was Lockie Freer's 200th game.
I saw that.
A couple goals, which was some points for him. McIntosh facing off. Burns keeping it in. Behind the net. McIntosh chases it. Shot. Puck bounces out. Reason didn't see it. And
he doesn't get closer than that.
And he looked away once again. Stampede missing another opportunity. And Ross to Burns. And it's tapped to the corner. McIntosh, Amston, shot high. Ross pushes to the corner. Freer with it, pushes it to McIntosh behind the net. Bit of a battle there with Moncrief and McIntosh. Ross ends up with it. Cross ice to Burns. Burns walks in a bit. Big rebound again, but Freer can get a piece of it. And Devils push it out to the neutral zone. McIntosh along the boards. Battling for it there. Nobody really has it. And finally, it's fired all the way down where Harford collects it in his own zone. McCog. Over the blue line. Takes it behind the net. Looking for something. Ross. Roby gives chase. And Harford can't keep that in where young Murphy Jones collects it and starts to muscle it up.
Comes in with some pace.
Centering it.
Oh, saw Robbie there.
Keeping it in was McCullum. Just well timed. He's tackled behind the net, but no arm was up. And once again, Canterbury clear it to the neutral zone. Seems like that's all they can do at the moment, Joel. They're getting it out, but they have no pressure in the Stampede zone.
No, they're just kind of relying on getting those, those high man up, one-on-one opportunities, trying to sneak behind the defense.
Mind you, that is what Morris did.
Exactly. It worked once.
That's right. Railing it around along the boards. Chalice shot. True picks that up on the far side, on our close side. And finally, Reason stops it.
Bit unlucky there. I think True was hoping to maybe get that a bit lower.
Yeah,
looking for a rebound, looking for it to pop out. But in saying that, maybe he's just trying to get those forwards a change as well. Freeze the puck. Fight another day.
You speak of rebounds, and Reason's kicked out a couple doozies.
Has he what?
Yeah. Bex, Glenn, if you're watching, probably at home, hugging the fire. Boom! Harrison and Kip Cope.
Yeah, Harrison's not who you want to meet at center ice like that.
Sort of like freight train-ish.
Yeah.
McCullum with it. Harrison over the red line. Marches through a couple, still has it. Devlin. But Harrison can't finish all the way down there. Kiyoko gives chase to a puck in the corner. Still wins it. Taps it behind the net. Haas keeping it in. Just as Hopkins battles against Freer. And once again, Haas starts to roll around behind the net. Shot. McCullum. Wide pass to Freer, who taps it into the corner. McIntosh with it. Amston in his own zone. Kelson. Ross with it. Burns. Amston. Both teams struggling to get any momentum. Maybe I spoke too soon. As Ross, as he tapped it over the blue line, it bounces into the bench of the Canterbury Red Devils.
Tapped out by tap in.
Oh, man. No, don't start, please.
All right. Oh, it looks like we got the final score in the Botany Swarm West Auckland Admirals, which we'll bring to you after this break.
After this.
At the next break.
Morris over the blue line. One time. And another one time. Great work there by Mr. Hast.
That was McIntosh who laid that hit. Far out.
Shot by Ross. Blocker save as Morris collects it in the corner. And Nestanoff bounces it off the boards. Amston fires it in. Hast. Hopkins shot off the glass. Ooh, Moncrief levels Roby.
Roby there,
And Chalice has it. Chalice waiting for the zone to clear. Shot. Rebound in front. No one there to collect that. And it rolls to the red line. Cross ice to Clark. Clark saucers it in to the neutral zone. Clark gives chase. He's got Peck with him. And Roby gets it over the blue line. Puck rolling around in Stampede territory, but Canterbury struggling to get any control of it. Harford with it behind his own net. Feeds Harrison. Hustles all the way up. Shot. Puck bouncing in front. Shot again. Puck bouncing again. And finally, Harrison, who probably deserved that the most.
Sends it home.
He broke a stick, took a hit. No, he didn't break his stick. He broke, when he took his shot, he broke.
Broke the other guy's stick. Yeah. Number 77 is very not happy about that. Byfield.
Byfield.
Yeah.
Not happy.
But that's the way it goes sometimes.
Connor Harrison would be a tough guy to muscle off the puck.
Yep.
And he almost got there.
Yep, he did. Yeah, no, got to put that one away at the end. So
tied up.
Good payment for his hard work.
There's only 4 minutes left in this period. What a fast-paced game.
Oh, has it been?
Once again, Hast steps through Harrison and is pushed into the boards for his efforts. Harrison hits Morris, who spins it back in behind the net. True with it. Devlin, Freer, Devlin over the red line. Devlin pushes it in. Looks like they're finishing some hits.
There's definitely some hits getting finished out there now.
And for those that are watching, you may not see the hits, but you definitely can hear them, I'm sure. These boards are wobbling as Canterbury unable. And they've got Freer with Ross. And Freer shot. And not happy with that shot.
No.
But great save by Reason. Don't want to take anything away from Reason.
It was a great save by Reason. So, yeah, the end of that Botany Swarm versus West Auckland Admirals game.
Tell us, please.
Was 3 to Botany Swarm and 1 to West Auckland Admirals. So, Swarm with the win.
And that'll come up again tomorrow.
Yep.
You're okay to watch that one tomorrow because
this one won't be on.
This series is over.
Well, that's why we're telling the people, because they're watching this game.
Yeah, that's right. Puck rolls to the off the face-off, forcing Reason down again for a cover-up.
Yeah, still slow little dribbling puck through the middle there.
Face-off will be to the left of Reason with 3 minutes, 5 seconds left. Shots 20-4.
I saw that just before. I was going to mention that. Yes, and that's Stampede with the 20 shots as well.
All right. Devils in their own weak pass. And once again, McIntosh robs from behind the net. And here's Freer with a Freer. Across to Burns. Kellen Burns. And great deflection.
Yeah.
But Reason was in absolutely the correct place to be.
Very much so. Right up against his post there. No little gaps.
Richie. Tanner. Cash. Kingston. You're probably watching this from home. Big hello. Exciting hockey. Oh, we have some exciting action at halftime. Or halftime, quarter time, third time.
Third time.
After the first period.
Third time lucky.
We've got the little ones with a half-ice exhibition game. Big feed to Chalice. Can't tap that from Clark, I believe. And that is icing with 2 minutes, 23 seconds left. First period. Yes, it's definitely warming up in here.
Yeah, well, one apiece now. It took Stampede quite a long time to get that tying goal. And it wasn't through lack of trying. Reason's been standing on his head.
23-4. All right. Roby over the blue line, muscled off the puck by Ball. Clark has it. Clark tries to carry past the blue line. It's dumped in where Brown collects and just shovels it to Moncrief. Clark again has it. Rails it around. It's behind the net. Hopkins gives chase. Chalice. Moncrief all over it.
Red Devils forechecking hard here.
Hungry for that go-ahead goal here late in the second. Puck bounces to Roby over the blue line. But Brown bounces him off the puck. Rusky Jones. That's going to get the puck was well and truly out of
it had gone. Yeah, it had continued along its way. Yeah. He got a little unlucky there. He just kind of rubbed him out against the boards and kept going.
Had the puck still been there, it would have been a good hit.
Well, that exactly, yeah. That's what interference call. 2 minutes.
So, with 1 minute 24 seconds left, opportunity for Canterbury to step ahead.
Exactly, and they'll be going into the second period as well on power play also.
For a few seconds, 30, 20, 30 something. What's your math say? 26, 36 seconds into the second. Tapping with it on the blue line.
Have to get Rachel Sitter tutoring to tutor me on the maths for that one, I think.
All right, 1 minute, 4 seconds left. Minute 4 T in the penalty. 1-1 game. I love that. Every game is different.
Yes.
You know, you can't bet on any night.
No, definitely not.
Well, maybe you do bet on any night, but can't predict.
Whiff.
Little fake by Morris. Tapping. Across to Hast. Hast, not sure. Fakes the shot. Back to Hast. Stampede's doing a great job of pushing them out.
He's looking for Morris on that back door there, Hast.
Devlin fighting off Morris, but it's cleared out all the way down the ice. And they start to move it up with only 27 seconds left. First period. Morris over the blue line. Misses again. And Saucers was McIntosh, I believe, or Amston.
Yeah, 10 seconds left here.
And that'll probably wind it up. Hast. Morris taking the shot with no time left. Good little flurry.
Yeah, absolutely. Like there was a good work on the power play there. Get a few more shots away. You know, even though it only says 5 on they only technically got 1 shot away in that power play. There was some good opportunities there. Haas looking for Morris again on the back door. Those two are always going to kind of be out there looking to connect.
Yeah. Throw a ball in there. Hopkins. Yeah,
Hopkins
there's a good collection of Canterbury.
There's a lot of young guys who love scoring goals on that team.
Yeah,
and it's going to click and connect eventually. So.
Yeah. You know, with Thomas Moncrief there, he's got some size to him that kind of along the boards, muscles his way through. Here we go. We got ourselves the superheroes.
The Captain Canadas and the Flash.
Captain Canadas. I like it. Land of maple syrup and moose. A couple routes out there. We got Levi route, Mason route.
Oh, Reason's going to put a shift in here as well. I love it.
Controlling behind the net.
Yeah, you got to get your teammates involved here. That's how you're going to score goals. See? Look for the pass. Oh, and what a sally too as well.
Fantastic work.
15 going high there on Brooksy.
Brooksy making the save. Big forward pass. That's Coco Glass that got that goal.
Oh, nice, taking after Dad.
Yeah. Great to see. And another workout.
Ooh.
The superheroes cross ice
Number 18 on the flag. Oh, here we go again.
Coco squares up, scores!
Another 5-hole.
She's got 2.
And another Sally as well.
Reason's got to square up here, I think. Shot on and scores! Quick retaliation by the blue.
Oh, here we go. Flash streaking through the middle again. He's got him, but no. Reason says no, thank you.
Stop centering pass. Backhand.
Stolen by blue. Oh, no, turned over again. She's going for the Hattie.
Oh, no. Glass. Tight shot.
Closed down that time.
There's.
Oh, there we go.
Scores! That's
and a Sally as well. These Sallies have been unbelievable. I'm going to take some lessons off these kids.
Yep. Battle in the corner with only
here we go. He's away. He's away.
A minute left.
Yeah. Number 15 with another one. Here we go. Oh, he's got the hands. Movement. No.
We're back here, second period. Battle between the SkyCity Stampede, Canterbury Red Devils. Joel, we have a 1-all game. That was a feisty first period.
It was, wasn't it? Yeah.
You know, the shots were way out of whack. 23-5, according to the board there, and that's not what's happening on the ice.
No, Reason's big. Reason's the reason.
Yeah,
Right. We should just call him the Reason.
The Reason, he's keeping them in the game, but Canterbury got that quick goal early in the
Morris
first
putting
period,
it home.
and then kind of put the Stampede on the back foot.
Yep.
Stampede, couple penalties, which doesn't help. Again, we spoke about them needing to stay out of that box. We'll see what happens. I think there'll be a bit of physicality here in the second period. The opportunities to see.
Yeah.
Also, I'll just say that we have 30 seconds left in that power play.
As I was going to say, we have the Stampede starting off on the penalty kill here. Red Devils starting on the power play. You get to see that Morris Haas line out here. It looks like referees are just having a wee discussion. Not sure about what, but
all right. So we got the cap. Something's happening with something's happening with something. Very important things are happening down there.
They are indeed, and they've all been sorted. Let's play some hockey.
All right. Head referee Ted Howard dropping the puck. 30 seconds left in the penalty to SkyCity Stampede. Devils march it over the red line, over the blue line. That's Morris all the way behind the net. Back to Hast. Across to Morris. Morris walks it. And again, back to Morris in front. Hast. Stampede doing a great job of boxing them out. Shot off a stick as Tappan collects it along the boards. To the corner where Hast is. Off a skate. And
there's the penalty over straight to Ross, who puts it home. The oldest trick in the book.
That old chestnut. Go ahead, Joel.
It couldn't have been any more perfect, really, could it? Reason was sitting there tapping him stick, saying the penalty's over, penalty's over. Ross has come straight out of the box as Stampede have gained possession. Long stretch pass straight to his stick.
It wasn't even a stretch pass. It was off a skate. It was a clearing. Anyway, it went straight onto his stick.
Straight onto Ross's stick. It couldn't have been any more perfect.
Oh, my goodness. Sad for the Devils, but fantastic for the SkyCity Stampede.
Seems to be some conversations going on here.
Amston having a word. Now, head referee Howard having a chat. Was that Morris?
They're saying he came out of the box early, or are they saying there was an offside, or?
There's an argument, discussion, not sure. Just having a bit of a discussion with Brown in there now. I'll translate. Do you want me to interpret, I should say?
There seems to just be some discussion around.
Perhaps how Ross picked up the puck. I'm not sure. I don't have the.
No, it won't be. It won't be on the stream. I don't think either, because it just came up so fast.
We'll see. You have
look. Potentially good.
But if you at home try to watch it, then you won't listen to me. So I'm not sure
exactly. Yeah, the people at home with their big TV screens might have seen something that we didn't.
All right, so.
All
right, puck is being dropped.
Yep. That stands as a goal by the looks of it.
Aaron Chisholm, goal stands. 19 minutes, 18 seconds left.
Now we're away.
Back at her. Rusky Jones in the neutral zone. Can't control it. Low. Loses it to Devlin, and he pushes it into the Devils' corner. Byfield pushes to the close corner. Onto True's stick. McCullum is forced back into his own zone, being harassed by Lau. Rusky Jones feeds Devlin. Devlin goes down hard as True tries to keep it in. Can't take the shot. And it's turned around for the Devils. Big lead pass to Harrison. He's got McCog, who stepped offside on a 2-0.
Oh my God.
I think that McCog made old Harrison a block of chocolate for that one.
Yeah, I was about to say it's a tough one there. But yeah, they were away. My God, they
horses.
were well behind the players.
The two players you don't want leaving them alone.
Definitely not.
Well, we've got a world of unusualness here. McCog's got Chalice in a robe. Haas facing off for the Devils. Morris can't collect that in front of Gerard. Haas with it. Haas, little flick bouncing pass. Ends up on McCog's stick, who feeds Amston. Amston over the blue line, takes the shot off the glass to Chalice in the close corner. Roby and Chalice. And Roby ends up with it. Roby behind the net. Feeds the point. Burns takes a shot, and Reason makes the save through a few bodies.
Yeah, he had to kind of dive on that one as well. It's hit and rebounded and had to cover it up to give the guys a bit of a break.
He's left some really juicy rebounds, but nobody there to collect.
No, very much. But he's doing a good job of shutting them down as well, shutting those rebounds down.
All right, face off to the left. Reason and Burns, Harford pushes it down, and it ends up with Ross pushing it behind the net. Thomas Moncrief pushes it to the red line. Harford with it. Off the glass. And into the neutral zone. Rusky Jones with it now. Into the corner. Still battling for it. Carries just about behind the net where it's bounced off his stick. McIntosh with it on the red line. Carries into his own zone. McIntosh gets up some speed over the red line. Blue line. Still.
Finished it off.
Centers it underneath a Reason's stick.
Yep.
And leaving it there for, I think that was Lockie Freer.
Yep.
Tapping it home.
Had Ross right out in front with his stick up looking for the one-time pass as well. I think that's drawn a bit of attention from the defense, and they haven't seen Freer just sneak in there and bang it home.
A lot of work there.
A lot of work there. And yeah, just nice little soft hands from McIntosh to just roll that one, as you said, straight under the stick, out in front.
The velvet fog. Not good tomorrow? All right, here we go. Face off center dot. McCullum across to True. True over the red line, fires it into Canterbury zone. They can't clear it. McCullum centers. Jones takes a shot. Koff-Cope. Keokuk can't muscle it through the neutral zone, and it ends up on McCullum's stick. Rusky Jones over the blue line. Devlin, True, takes a shot. And again, a lot of bodies in front. But Reason seems to do a great job.
Yeah, gets that glove up and makes the save. Yeah, you can see, 2 goals up now. Stampede is starting to get that bit of a swagger about them. A bit of frustration here from the Red Devils. Obviously, 1-0, 1-0. You don't want it to start getting away from you, you know?
No,
You've got to do something pretty serious here to try and stem that momentum.
Not happy with the puck drop. And he's kicking him out, I believe. Oh, no.
Not going to give him another chance.
Yeah, nothing happy, though. Off of a shin pad.
Yeah, there's a bit of a set play there from the Red Devils. I think you could see them pass, looking for that stretch pass up to Moncrief.
Pass over the blue line. Carries behind the net. Tries that centering move, but it was broken up by McCogger. Burns. Kept in by Morris. Pass, shot, scores!
Big play there from the Red Devils, and as it's talking about, you know, trying to get a bit of that momentum back, that's going to do it.
Just tenacity there. Haas, again, I said at the beginning of this game, a lot of heavy lifting. He does a lot. He's all over the ice.
Haas from Morris as well.
Yes, Morris, who's also extremely dangerous. A dangerous devil, we'll call him.
Yeah, well, exactly. You know, he's got the skates, and he just got found Haas free in that down in the
slot area.
Yeah, in that slot. So that takes our score 3-2.
Yeah. Freer pushes it into Devils zone. Behind the net now. Brown. Moncrief over the red line, fires it in. Where Rusky Jones Clark collects, against Ball. Behind the net, and Harford with it. Big lead pass to McIntosh. McIntosh, shot on net. Taps it in front, backhand. Clark, shot, just wide. And True can't keep it in. Forced into his own zone where across to McCullum. Catches a bouncing pass. Thomas snakes it into Stampede zone. McCullum cross ice to Freer. Can't control it. Thomas taps it back in. Morris gives chase and wins it into the corner. Can't center though. Mestinov cross ice to tap and to Gallagher. Gallagher fires it in. There's a little bit of fire in that.
You can see the Red Devils getting their legs moving now.
And here's a chance. McIntosh, he's got Ross with him. And McIntosh has a puck bounced off his stick at the last minute. And Haas rails it around. Here, have it again, moving it. Offside is a call.
Yeah, there's Rusky Jones there, just couldn't quite get back on side in time. But no matter. Everyone's going to get a line change here. You're going to see that Harrison, Devlin, and Rusky Jones line out there again.
Yeah. Over the blue line, back into the neutral zone. Cross ice to Burns. And bounces in. Kickoff railed it around, but right onto Devlin's stick. Harrison. A big muddle in front.
Yeah, he just muscled Masternak off that puck.
But Tappan ends up with it and fires it into Stampede territory. And Devlin goes down. I didn't see the referee's arm go up, but
no.
But I think it might have been an elbow. Devlin took it under the chin. Took it on the chin.
Yeah, shot to the head.
Oh, okay. Head knock.
Yeah. I don't know whether he's hit him with the shoulder. I don't know if he got him with the elbow. Definitely with the shoulder, though.
Mastrinoff.
Yeah, Mastrinoff.
Mastrinoff, a young Russian player. Mom and dad here to watch him play, which is wonderful. Here for a month, tour New Zealand.
Nice.
Here's Ross turning around quickly. Over the blue line, slams on the brakes, feeds McIntosh. Just wide. Chalice keeping it in.
This is the first Stampede power play for the night.
It is. McCullum, cross to Chalice, walks it in along the boards. McIntosh off the boards to McCullum. Centers. Shot by McIntosh. Wins it again, back to McCullum. Shot and fired all the way down the ice by Brown. And McCullum. Big lead pass to Freer. Freer, center, off a skate, and a spectacular save by Reason. Don't think he knew he saved it. He left one leg way behind, which did the saving.
Yep.
McCullum over the blue line, marches it in, loses it at the last second, but Freer picks it up and tries a shot. Back to the corner, up, but not out. McCullum, he's got Ross in the corner. We've got Chalice on the far side, Ross. And Chalice marches in along that far side, trying that little backdoor thing, and it didn't work.
Yeah, the old Stampede power play is pretty relentless, isn't it? There we go.
Finally, Chalice pumps it in.
Yeah, Chalice with a snipe.
Yeah. They tried that a moment before, and Chalice couldn't control it. But this time he did.
Yep.
So that etches it out 4-2.
Yes.
For the SkyCity Stampede.
No, definitely not. Yeah, again, just, that relentless power play from the Stampede, just snapping around with impunity, and ending up with a one in the back of the net. Great snipe by Chalice just from the side of the hashes there.
When I watch the Stampede working power play, it's like sharks circling, and they're just toying, and they move in, and they move in, and they move in, and then finally snap. It would be a very difficult thing to play against. Crowd's loving it.
Yep, absolutely. Another sold-out crowd here, as usual at the Stampede game, Queenstown.
Yeah. She's pretty cold outside.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, there is a penalty, which was called by on Brown. So now Brown is sitting out for 2 minutes, cross-check.
Yeah. Oh, 4 minutes perhaps. Oh no, 2 minutes on the clock.
All right, we've settled this problem. That's what the discussion was about.
And from center ice as well.
I think that happened as Chalice took the shot. There was a body flying out of the deep slot.
Okay, yep.
I have to play it back to see.
Maybe just after the goal.
So we're about to face off. Linesman Aaron Chisholm about to drop puck. Linesman Adam Nagy. They're all wearing comms these days.
Yeah. It's good so they can communicate with each other
I was talking to Aaron, and he was talking about Nagy, who has a booming voice. He says, I kind of got to turn my earpiece down a bit with Nagy.
I've just had the reset the penalty clock.
All right.
Right, here we go. 2 minutes. Power play or penalty kill, depending which side of the fence you sit on.
Amston with it in his own zone. Burns over the blue line. Rails it all the way around. McCog pushed off the puck. And Haas has it. Haas starts to move it out. Haas controlling it. Pushed against. And there'll be a boarding.
That's going to be a boarding all day long, eh?
Yeah, unnecessary. It wasn't. He turned his back at the last minute.
Yeah.
You guys decide. You be the judge. So the opportunity is now changed.
Yeah, well, we go from
4 on 4.
25 seconds of power play. Now we play 4 on 4. Yeah,
4 on 4.
With Red Devils with a slight advantage on the back end of that.
No.
They'll get a
yes.
Yeah, they'll get a 25-second.
And here's Amston with it. Taps up to Freer. Freer's got Amston with it. Amston boogieing in front of the net, can't collect it as Freer taps it in front. Freer with it. Stick lift by Haast. Carries it up. He's got Morris with him. Cross to Morris on the blue line. Morris shot wide. McIntosh now. He starts to move it over the red line. Little flick pass in front.
And sends it home.
Colin says, you guys can't do it, so I'll do it for you.
A bit of confusion in front of the net there as he's kind of chipped it across. It's frozen in the middle, but he's picked it up and just sent it home.
The Velvet Fog.
The Velvet Fog.
I think the true Velvet Fog was Mel Torme, but we'll give it to Colin. Looks inconspicuous.
He does.
But his hands are moving very fast. His
silent but deadly.
Yeah, his stick is moving fast. Just kids, you want to learn how to play hockey? Watch Colin.
If you want to learn how to skate, watch someone else.
Yeah. Watch here as McCollum boogies across the blue line. Pushed off the puck. Still wins it. As he's sitting. Moncrief puts McCollum down. And there's a cross check in front of the net. And here's Chalice with it. Chalice cross ice. Brooks is off because it's a delayed penalty. Shot. And glove down. I don't know how Raisin saw that. Great collection.
Was it what?
So Hopkins and Ross having words.
Yep.
But
there's a lot of tension in this game so far, being so close.
We talked about the Stampede needing to put a lid on it. I think
Canterbury's
trying to draw them into it.
I can see the Canterbury bench motioning, calm it down. Not going to win games like this.
No.
And I mean, 5-2, they're still very much in it.
Yep. So
we went 4 on 3.
Yes.
For 14 seconds, and then 4 on 4.
Back to the point. McCollum with it. Feeds Ross. Shot. And there's an argument as to how many players should be on the ice.
Yeah, there's.
And Colin is coaching the referees, yelling at them, saying too many.
Yeah, because that penalty was not finished yet.
I think they'll have a little bit of an explanation. What do you think, Simon Wilson? Hunter, I hope you're not still awake for this. It's way too late, way too past your bedtime. All right. Here's a good chance to thank our sponsors. Of course, SkyCity Stampede would like to thank the SkyCity Queenstown, LBRP Consulting, Carter's, Nocta Project Management, Queenstown Health, Cook Brothers Construction, iBuild, WT Partnership, James Ellen Photography. We call him Flash because he's so quick with the camera. MediaWorks, Eventifying, Queenstown Ice Hockey Club. And of course, a big thanks to Ted and Dan Graham, who scrub up this rink every week for these games and for the social games and for the public skating as well. I'd like to also take a opportunity to thank our volunteers, everybody here, from collecting tickets, security, in-house security. People step up and help out in the score box. Big thank you.
Wow, okay. It looks like Brown's gone back into the box here, and they've only put 10 seconds back up on the board. So I feel like they've taken pity on the Red Devils here maybe and let them run it back instead of giving them a too many men penalty. maybe the clock, maybe there was an issue with the clock, and it wasn't showing correctly, perhaps, or who knows? One of life's great mysteries.
All right, so
4-on-3, center dot face-off for 10 seconds.
Back to the point, back to the McCullum. McCullum's going to march it in himself. He's got Ross with him over the blue line. And Brown is back in. We have 4-on-4 hockey.
Oh, big off.
Pass still controlling, tapping, stick lifted by Chalice. And McIntosh with it. Behind his own net.
All right, 4-on-4 for another 4 seconds. And then Stampede will go 5-on-4. C-Mac just sitting here waiting to get that extra skater out. Right, 5-on-4.
McCullum, Chalice over the blue line. And Canterbury wisely fire it down. Brooks stops it behind the net.
No, it's Joel Gerard.
Oh, sorry. Jeez.
I did that the other day as well. He just looks so calm and polished in that net. It's easy to mistake.
He is calm and polished for a young goaltender. Around back behind the net to McCog. McCullum. Back to McCog. McCullum, quick shot just wide. Chalice with it. And onto Chalice's stick. Bad choice of placement. Shot on the money. And Raisin makes a great save there in a cluster of
little
legs.
Commotion in front of the net there. A little frustration out here from Devils. They've got 23 seconds to kill here, though. And again, Stampede's going to be wanting to capitalize on that 23 seconds. Extend out this 5-2 lead currently.
Yep, 37 shots to 6 currently. That's
yeah.
And they've got 2 goals out of those 6
I
shots.
wonder what the reason for that is.
Yeah. Oh, good one. Yeah, I get it. Amston couldn't kick the puck in, so it bounces to Burns on his own blue line.
9 seconds left in this penalty.
Harrison has it. Back to McCog. Amston, McCog. McCog takes that shot.
Oh, that's just stupid from Moncrief there.
And Harrison got tangled up with Moncrief, just taking offense to that.
Yeah.
This third period, we got 7 minutes left of the second. Third period's going to get very busy.
Is it what? Very much so.
Devlin is sitting off for the Stampede. We'll see what happens. Ted Howard. And Dima Mistrovas is got himself 2 minutes as well. So matching.
Mastronok's gone into the box there. I thought it would have been Moncrief personally, but that is why I do not wear vertical black and white stripes.
No.
Oh yeah, and Devlin in the box. So we're going to get a 4-on-4.
Another 4-on-4.
Keep this hockey exciting.
Molly, what do you reckon? She says, keeping an eye on all the buttons. Great work tomorrow. Thank you for your camera work. Face off in the Red Devil zone. Devils up but not out. And another shot collected by Reason.
Yeah, 7 minutes, 17 seconds left in this second period.
It's 5-on-5 matching.
Yeah.
Matching.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. They cancel each other out, don't they? As I said, don't wear black and white vertical stripes.
That's right. The only time I wear that is Halloween when I'm imitating a zebra. Devils get it out just.
Nice. Good to see Campbell out there as well, mixing it up.
Burns feeds behind the net. Campbell has it. He's pushed into the boards by Brown. Rusky Jones loses it off center ice, and it's fired into the corner where Amsden pushes it around.
I think Campbell to Rusky Jones is something we're going to be saying for quite a few years coming.
Yeah, these young guns. And there we go. Feed up to Rusky Jones over the blue line. Concentrates on this. Tries to tuck it in. Collision in front. As a couple Stampede players run into each other in front of the goaltender Reason. Well, we've got everything happening here.
It is. It is. It's all going on.
Mystery and suspense. We've got intrigue.
Drama.
Romance.
Yeah. Yeah. All these boys love scoring goals.
Love scoring goals. Romance with the back of the net. McIntosh facing off for SkyCity Stampede. And Hopkins tries to boogie down after clearing it. 6 minutes, 26 seconds left. 5-2.
Cracked 40 shots for Stampede to 6 shots for the Red Devils as well.
Take that away, take those shots away, and it's quite an interesting game.
Oh, absolutely. The shots do not tell the story at all. Yeah, good, hard, physical hockey.
Devils clear it out. Cross ice to True. Freer pushes it into the Devil zone where McIntosh can't really do much with it. And it's cleared all the way up to Haas. He skates it in over the blue line, but just.
Oh.
And off some timber, which means
not often you don't see a Stampede player thread it through the rafters like that.
Good attempt. So face-off will be in the Stampede zone to the right of Joel Gerard. 5 minutes, 53 seconds left. It's such a fast-moving game in that first period.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it settles down a bit, but then the little after the play stuff starts. The little pettiness.
Petty. McCog looking for a pass there. Can't get anything with it. And it's kept on the red line. Brown. Over the blue line. Big pass. And icing is the call.
Yeah, broken stick down in the middle there.
Yep. More twig for the campfire.
Yeah. No, you can't burn them these days. Too much epoxy and carbon and resin and fiberglass. Yep. Not like the good old days.
Yep. A good piece of hickory. The Wally North Pro. All right, face off to the left of Reason. Back to the point. Kept in by Burns. Tapped behind the net. Roiled around to Amsden, who tucks it to the corner. Can't hit Chalice, and it's pushed out. Amsden's forced into his own zone to Burns, and Burns over the red line taps it in. Keeping it in is Burns for a moment. Here we go. Thomas shot by Brown. Thomas was trailing there, ready for that pass. And again.
Rails it wide again,
just wide. Haas bumped off the puck. McCog over the blue line. Stick handles, leaves it in front. And it's
almost
just tapped out
another
of his
crack at it. Oh, good work by Rusky Jones there. Great shot attempt.
Great shot there by Jones, Rusky Jones. And Brown gets it bumped off his stick. Pass is robbed by McCollum. and McCullum pushes it in. Keeping it in on the far side is True. True centering for Harrison, who can't get a real good piece of it. Back to McCullum. McCullum shot. Great tip by Rusky Jones.
That was a great tip by Rusky Jones.
But even a greater save by Reason to follow that. Into the corner, back to Rusky Jones. Can't keep it in. When McCullum picks it up. Cross ice to Devlin, who just bounces it.
Oh, nasty bounce
nasty,
there.
yeah.
Went under the defenseman's glove.
You call that a googly.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got another penalty.
The flipper.
The flipper.
All right, 3:28 left in this second period here.
Captain Brown is being sent off.
Okay, yep, didn't see what that call was for, unfortunately.
All right, here we go. Face off. In the Red Devil zone. Chalice across the McCullum. And here's Ross. Glove pass. Hand pass.
Small price to pay, though. Haas had eyes for that one. One little step and he was gone.
He did very well to just flick that. All right, face off in the offside dot. Ross taking this face off. McIntosh in the backfield with McCullum. And here's a chance for the power play again with Stampede. Shot, close range, back to the point. McCullum, Chalice, cross. McIntosh, McCullum, shot, good save. Ross, McCullum on the blue line across the Chalice, walks it in. Ross, and here's Hast. Morris with it over the blue line. He's got Hast, shot into the skylights.
Great stick there, yeah. But that's not who you want to see breaking out there, Haas and Morris.
No, good combination.
Absolutely.
Sort of set them off because they were trying to kill a penalty, but you wouldn't know it.
No.
With that little strut forward.
No, and then, you know, the Red Devils get rewarded with a face-off in the Stampede defensive zone.
Face off to the right of Joel Gerard. Battle in the corner. Amston railed up. Kickoff.
Good work killing off some seconds here from Red Devils, just hemming it in the Stampede zone.
Burns with it over the blue line. Over the red line, rails it around. McCog to Harrison, back to McCog. Quite a lot of forechecking by this penalty kill. And it's cleared out again by the Devils.
All right, 2 seconds, 1 second, and that's the end of that penalty. Great kill by the Red Devils.
McCog with it in the corner. Centers. Devlin couldn't collect it properly. And there's a chance for Peck. Over the blue line, shot, blocked by Amston. Amston says hello to Peck in the corner. Moncrief fires it back in. Peck collects it in the corner, railed off the puck by Amston. Who hits Roby. Back to Burns, and again back to Amston behind the net. Huge lead pass, intercepted.
Huge hit from Rusky Jones on Mastronach there.
And Hast has it on the blue line. Carries, centers, Puck kicked back to the corner where Burns picks it up. There's 20 seconds left in this period, and it rails behind the net. Back behind the net. Huge lead pass off of a leg to Hast.
5 seconds to go.
And centering. And Morris takes a shot. It's off a leg. And that ends that period. Holy moly. Look at that goalie.
What an effort in that last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
You know, power play into penalty kill, into, you know, Red Devils like putting the pressure on.
That was, I'll use the word peculiar. A peculiar series of plays in that second period. Like we said, it had a bit of everything. But that ends the second period. Going into the third period, 5-2.
5-2.
We're going to take a break. I'm Dave W.
I'm Joel LeBreton.
And we're back. Puck dropped. Haas moves it over the blue line, dances with Shrew.
Oh, well, and that's a quick one. Drew into the box.
It's welcome to chapter 3.
Doesn't happen very often, Drew, going into the box like that, but yeah, fair enough.
A day in the life of Queenstown Arena.
Yeah, we're going to have Red Devils here on the another power play. Stampede on another power kill.
Power kill. You kill me with that one.
No, I'm not happy with that. So I think the Red Devils here are going to hopefully they'll be hoping to follow their New Zealand Women's Ice Hockey League compatriots, Canterbury Inferno, who beat the Dunedin Thunder Women's tonight 4-3.
Did they actually beat them?
They did.
I thought it was just the end of the second. Maybe I got it wrong.
No, that was the
It's
final
over.
score.
We're over.
It is.
Well, that's interesting. They lost to the Wild last week.
Good game, that.
It's some spectacular work.
Spectacular coaching.
Coach Colin McIntosh, not just a good player. He knows his hockey. He's forgotten more about hockey than most of these people will know. Morris with it, keeping it in. And finally, it bounces over the blue line. And tapping.
Red Devils are retaining control, though.
Moving it up. Morris missing his mark. And Harrison can't get past Brown. And it's kept in by Rusky Jones.
4 Red Devils players on him.
He's got some reach, Rusky Jones. It's like a giraffe with a straw there.
Good job robbing Haas there as he's breaking the zone too.
And batting it out was Harrison, forcing Brown onto the red line. Low. And offside's the cow.
Yep.
Face off in the offside dot.
I got that Dylan, Devlin, and Chalice line out there with Amston and Burns.
So dangerous as a penalty kill. Moncrief, Mastrinoff. Low. Brown out there for the Devils. Brown tries to rail it around, but
yeah, just going straight up into the rafters there.
Funky boards.
Yeah.
Those bounces sometimes. Often that's the Zamboni door. That corner is often responsible for some unusual bounces.
It is indeed. Devils looking a little flat here. I think they need to gain on some of that momentum. You get that power play. You got to capitalize on it. Well, with it 7 seconds left now, so.
Moncrief over the blue line, leaves for Mastrinoff. Mastrinoff pushes to the corner. He's got the point.
Back to
shot off of a pad, and
that's when you go icing. He's back to full strength.
Yes, so that's over for the penalty. Well done for the Stampede. 5-2, 17:39 left in this third period. Yeah. Winging a prayer.
No, we can't have any of that music. Get pinged on YouTube.
All right. Haas controlling on the blue line.
Oh, he does have nice hands, that Haas dude.
Leaving for Hopkins. Puck rolls back to Hopkins. Quick shot. Gerard makes the save, but doesn't cover it up. So it's rolling around. Calzoun off Calzoun's foot to the red line, and he rails it back in. Amston with it. Feeds Chalice, who then feeds Clark, and then feeds Chalice. Rusky Jones, sorry, and then it's behind the net.
Back to Amston.
McCog can't collect that.
Yeah, just an unfortunate pass through the neutral there, just goes under McHarg's stick.
All right, face off all the way down.
The energy in here just feels flat at the moment, you know? Like Stampede is obviously just, coasting because they can. But Red Devils, yeah.
Have they left the door open? Is the feng shui wrong in here? My crystals just aren't doing it. Puck rolls to the red line where Morris picks it up. Starts to boogie up the right side into Stampede zone. Takes a shot, kick to the corner. Centering pass, shot, and scores! There you go for talking about energy.
Yep, that's what you need, exactly.
Bounce in front. Gerard's went down, but I think it slipped under.
Yeah, it looked like it just chipped it between his legs there.
So unfortunate, but this rule should fire up.
I'd say so.
Canterbury.
And again, a lot of that is from Morris, just driving through the zone there, getting in, getting on net, wheeling it around.
Yep.
Having
tenacity
there to put it home.
Stick-to-itiveness, we call that.
Stick-to-itiveness, I like that.
Ball facing off for Devils against McIntosh. Feed forward. Oh, Ross. Shot. Last second deflection.
Good stick there from it's Hayden Bull. I think you got to stick to that one, actually.
One of the defenders collapsed, just lost an edge.
Yes.
Just as Ross was ducking and weaving and left him lots of open real estate. Freer taking the shot and covered up by Raisin. Freer bumped down, but it ends up on Ross's stick in the corner. Ross feeds true, cross ice to McCullum. McCullum cross to Ross, takes the shot, and high stick. High stick, and McIntosh ends up tapping it in just for good measure.
Yeah.
But it whistled dead first. So it's just nothing serious, just in the offside dot. True, forced back. McCullum picks it up. Behind the net. Morris pursuing.
Ooh.
McIntosh mishandles the puck as True picks it up behind the net. Ross feeding up the boards. Hast in his own zone now. Gets some speed up. And we've got a penalty here against Stampede. And Mastinov can't keep it in.
That's, I assume it's going to be for a slash.
Yes, but they're able to set things up. But finally, that'll in. Back into a power play.
Haas was going through the gauntlet there.
Yeah. Yes.
And
yes. To the valley of the sticks.
Nolan Ross into the box. Oof. This is a great opportunity here for the Red Devils. I mean, if they can put a goal away here, suddenly it's a 5-4 game. Very different.
Face off in the Stampede zone to the right of Gerard. Don't know why Ball didn't swing at that.
Oh, Harrison trying to tuck it home. Couldn't quite do it, though.
Connor Harrison, not enough practice on the wraparound.
That was a ripper opportunity, though.
Reason making all these great saves and then flubs badly. Luckily, nothing was made of it for him. Cross ice. Morris to Tappan, back to Moore. Oh, great work by Connor. That was a shift for Connor Harrison.
That was a shift for Connor Harrison.
Wonderful work. As Morris walks it in, shot off the glass, tapping it all the way down, and McCog will pursue.
Yeah, good clear there by Burns. Oh, Haas on McCog. Give him a bit more pressure than you expect.
Every second counts in a penalty kill. As long as he can get back in time. Spectacular work by Morris. And the net does get bumped off the moorings.
Yeah, good work by Joel Gerard there. He just hugged right up against that post. A little bit too hard and then blew the moorings off. Yeah, you're talking about the energy being fading here. Stampede needs a little bit of a momentum shift now.
Yeah, a little firecracker. Back to Brown on the blue line. Controlling. Out, offside. There's the call. Adam Nagy definitely explaining that.
Yeah, you hear that one from a mile away. Adam Nagy, a referee official of the year as well.
Moncrief's taking this face-off against McCog. And it's tapped back to
McCallum.
McCallum, who can't clear. But it does roll out to the red line. Brown with it on the blue line.
All right, 19 seconds left in this power play as well.
Mestranov all the way back to collect it from behind his net. Low. Back to Mestranov from McCreef. Brown over the blue line. He's got Hast on the left side. Center shot one time. Scores!
Oh,
Mestranov. Through. Smack. One time through the 5-hole. Gerard couldn't close up fast enough. Wow, that'll make Mummin. You spoke about a 5-4. You jinxed it.
No, don't put that evil on me. Don't put that evil on me.
You did. You jinxed. No, well, here we go. We got a third period, 5-4, 12 minutes left.
As they buckle in for this next 12 minutes, 53 seconds.
Could we please have your seat trays and seat? It's in the full and upright position. Keep your seat belts on, folks, because we got ourselves a hockey game.
Do we what? Ooh.
Freer chases back. And it's tapped all the way into.
Oh, I can hear there's some
chanting
noise in the building now.
Hopkins gives chase behind his net. And has to big feed forward. Shot. And where that puck ends up, I think it's still orbiting. Big slapper. So, 12 minutes, 12 seconds, 5-4.
46 shots to 11.
That's quite a difference.
Absolutely. But, nothing on Joel Gerard's performance either. He's
made some spectacular saves.
Yeah, he's made some good saves tonight. And a lot of those shots that did go in were very good opportunities.
That one-time slap shot from the high slot. Masternov, rings one off the post. He's hungry for another one. He backs himself. Harford can't feed Rusky Jones and is batted back out to the neutral zone. Tapping with it in his own zone. Feeds Masternov. Masternov forward to Reese, who just taps it in behind the net. Masternov with it on his blue line. Puck rolls to the corner. Rusky Jones rails it around to the other Rusky Jones. Roby with it over the blue line. Roby shot just wide. Devlin. All the way on Gerard. Rolls back off of Devlin's stick all the way back. My goodness, what a tight end-to-end moment.
After seeing last night's game, you know, it's what a turnaround.
Yes. So we have 5-4, 11 minutes, 13 seconds left. Face off to the right of Joel Gerard. McCog facing off, stumbling. But he collects the puck on the red line. Bumped, but hanging on to it. Brown collects it. Morris with it. Morris taps to Peck. Peck over the blue line. Misses on that shot. Ross Chalice can't get past Moncrief. McCullum has it behind the net.
He's taking his time here.
Yeah.
Seeing what Morris was going to do.
True, tapping it up to Freer. Freer taps it into the corner. Big hustle there behind the net. Puck bounces in front. Off a skate, still in the corner. And
Moncrief rings it off the rafters.
Yeah, that's 1 o'clock. Ask not who for whom the bell tolls.
All right, good opportunity here from Stampede with McIntosh, Freer, Ross, Burns, Amston. They're going to be looking for something to happen here.
Off the boards to the blue line and kept in. Ross controlling it just off the blue line as Burns peels it in. Puck bounces off a pad and in front, railed up and kept in, but not well enough as Gallagher, I believe.
Yeah, there's Gallagher.
Has a shot. Low over the red line, fires it in. Burns. Huge pass forward. And that was a questionable call in my books.
Yeah, just a wee bit. Definitely had the legs on him. And they're going to bring that back to the middle. So,
right.
Yep.
So I was right.
You were right. There you go. We'll make a ref out of you yet.
Yeah.
Maybe a linesman, then we'll move up.
You know, up here, I'm never wrong. The master of my own domain. Moncrief over the red line, fires it in. Amston
Park
gives chase. In the corner, back to Amston. Up to Rusky Jones. Rusky Jones.
He's got some wheels on him.
Yes, slams on the brakes in the corner. Tries to feed the point, can't, and it's turned around. Hast has it. Hast. It's whiffed off, and here's a chance for Harrison. Harrison over the blue line. Shot.
Oh, good quick shot away there.
He was being pinched to the outside.
Yeah, Brown was closing in on him there.
Running out of real estate. Shot.
Oh.
I think that might have
big opportunity there. Racing.
Battle behind the net. Centering. Moncrief clears. And it rolls down. Here's a chance for Thomas Moncrief over the blue line. Marches in and shot. Gerard makes a glove block.
Big save from Gerard there.
Kept in by Haas. Haas circles around and shot. He has Moncrief in front. Back again. I'm not sure what that whistle was for. Something. Did you get it?
Net's off.
Oh, the net fell off again.
Yeah.
That old chestnut. Joel Gerard's getting sneaky like a rascal.
All right, 8 minutes, 13 seconds left. Third period. Stampede lead this game 5-4 over the Canterbury Red Devils.
Don't touch that dial. McCullum with it. McCullum controlling behind his own net. McCog
just
loses an edge.
Blew a little tie there, unfortunately.
And here's Moncrief, lost it to McCullum. Cross ice to McCog. Takes the hit, but leaves the puck for Amston, who can't take the shot. A few misses here at the moment. Missed steps and missed pucks.
Yeah.
Up, not out, railing it around.
Third period, you know, fatigue definitely starts setting in a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. And this is 2 games, so it's tiring. Moncrief, cross ice, where True takes that. Back to McCullum, who drags it behind the net. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left. And McIntosh bumps Haas just in time. And he collects it again. McIntosh with it behind the net. Feeds Freer. Freer just taps it to Mastianoff accidentally. And now Ross with it over the blue line. Ross. So many misses. And once again, Amston fans on that. There's a lot of missed pucks. Cross ice to McIntosh. McIntosh on the blue line. Over it now. Still skating with it.
Haas playing.
Back to Amston. Amston across to Ross. Ross and Freer couldn't capitalize on that.
Haas playing very high up at the moment, just looking for that sneaky outlet pass.
Some great stick handling there by Morris. Cross to Haas in the far corner. Again, Morris is camped out there on that back post. Byfield is out there now with Brown on defense. And Morris just collects it a bit so that they can get a line change. And it rolls behind the net. Burns. Devlin muscles it up. Rolls. Tap back in. A bit of physicality happening here. 5 minutes and 27 seconds left. Shot wide, rolling up and not out. Puck cleared across ice. Tappan gives chase, taps it down the ice. And McCullum is forced behind his own net. McCog over the blue line. Shot. Blocked. Back to the point. I'm not sure what the whistle's all about. So he's asking for everybody to reset without a line change. I'm not sure what that whistle was for, but
no, well. Was the net off again, maybe? Or?
Not sure.
No.
Those stripes just batting it out to Haas. Haas on the red line. True steps into him, and he loses it on the blue line. Chalice. Boogie's shot.
Oh,
and a fantastic shot by McCog.
Great play by Chalice and McCog there. Good answer from Haas pushing up. Looking for that little outlet. Haas and Morris back out there again.
Yeah,
4 minutes 37 left in this game.
Chalice turns on the Jets to collect that puck on the red line and made a great play. McCog, good shot on net, but even a better save by a reason. Passed, high of the blue line, carries, centers, no one there. Brown dances past Chalice, and
just chips it out into neutral there.
Pushes it out all the way down, forcing Moncrief all the way down in his own zone.
No, unlucky bounce from Morris there.
Fatigue is playing a bit of this as Haas boogies over the blue line, being harassed heavily. One thing they don't want at this point with 3 minutes, 51 seconds left is a penalty.
No, definitely
Neither
not.
team can So have I cursed it, do you think?
No, no.
Okay. It's just a state of fact. Hand pass. No?
No, defensive zone.
Ah, thank you for that. See, that's why I don't wear the stripes. Big lead pass.
Oh,
Just
little knee on knee there.
Ross, great intercept. Cross ice to Burns. Burns feeds Freer. Taps it to Tappan.
McIntosh. So we've got Haast and Morris off the ice again. I think they'll make an appearance probably around the 2:30 mark where Reason will pulled.
We'll see. 3 minutes left in this game. 5-4. Well, possibly 3 minutes left in this game. 5-4. Harrison over the blue line, muscles his way, takes a hard hit into the corner, gets up quickly though, gets back in the play. Harrison can't quite play.
Oh, come on. Okay, all right. Yep, no, we've got the arm up. There's going to be a penalty here, I believe.
And icing.
No, penalty on Mastranok.
What did we say? What did we say could not be afforded?
Yeah. Yeah, that was going to be a penalty all day long.
Tangle up with Harrison in front, who, you know, big ups to Connor Harrison, took a big hit, flew down into the corner, banged off the boards, got up quickly, got back in the play, and actually initiated that problem there.
But then, you know, you look at the discipline from Mastranok there. Big time, wrong time to take a penalty.
Yeah.
Just pettiness.
So Stampede with it on the power play. McIntosh back to the blue line with McCullum. Chalice marches it in.
Yeah, and I mean 2:14. They're going to be on a penalty kill for the rest of the game.
Pretty much.
Minus about 30 seconds at the end. So it kind of negates, it kind of stops you from pulling your goalie.
He threads the metal. And McCullum picks it up and drags it behind the net. Ross up that left side for him. Into the corner. Feeds McIntosh. Tangle up in the skates. Here's a chance for Brown. Brown boogieing. Just Joel Gerard makes a great play on that puck, and Tappan pushes it in.
Oh,
and again,
great play by Joel Gerard there.
Brown was sneaky,
ice water in
there.
his veins.
Little brown fox. He was really sneaky. McIntosh.
Over to Amston.
Amston shot off a leg. Amston and Haast has it. Haast tries to feed Morris, but it's tapped out. And here's McIntosh by himself. He's got Harrison. Harrison can't quite get it to Devlin. Devlin's rail tipped upside down. And Moncrief.
Yeah, you can't do that, Moncrief.
Yeah.
You should know better.
Yeah. So, brother Moncrief is getting stuck into it.
Yeah. Yeah, Harrison loves to mix it up as much as the next guy, but he's not stupid enough to get baited into that by the bottom team.
Yeah. Yes, we're nearing
with 36 seconds left to go, with very much playoff implications for the Stampede, not playoff implications for the Red Devils.
Timeout called. Well, we've had everything in this game.
We have indeed. We have indeed.
Lost love, I'd say. No love lost between these two teams at the moment.
Well, it just comes down to, as we were talking, how important discipline is. Because the Red Devils had this game.
Well, they had a chance.
They had a chance in this game. And it just slipped away from just
from perhaps tiredness,
Yeah,
or just
bit of
poor
that.
discipline, whatever it was that allowed them.
I think discipline is the key takeaway from that, because you know a lot of talent on that team. A lot of
I can't quite see how much
36 seconds.
How much time is left on that first penalty?
First penalty, probably 8 seconds by the looks of it.
2 minutes.
Yeah, 8 seconds, and then 2 minutes on the subsequent one. So
yes,
Stampede will have to be careful watching that.
Mestjanov coming out of the box. Good thinking. Good thinking.
Puck. Oh, Reason. Good work there to
bouncing puck over Mestjanov's stick. And Chalice with 20 seconds left. Feed to Ross. Ross. Cross ice. And McIntosh does a little poke, but
not enough. And good on Brown as well for not going through and just cross-checking him in the back of the head or anything stupid. Although with 12 seconds left in this game, and face off in the defensive zone for the Red Devils.
Chalice tapping. And now it'll be a face-off in the offside dot on the Stampede side of the red line. High stick call. Yeah. 8 seconds left.
8.7 seconds left here in this game.
Clearing it out. Mestjanov. Big shot. Gerard making the save.
Good move by Gerard there to finish that game out too.
That was a wonderful play. Thinking. Mestjanov making a great effort there. Well, 5-4. 2 wins over the weekend.
Yep, absolutely. Very, very important for the Stampede to take that.
Bumps them into first.
Potentially, it depends. I think it'll come down to tomorrow night's game between West Auckland and Botany, depending one way or the other. I'm not sure. Right. I'm not a mathematician.
Mathematician, I like that. A mathematician.
But good hustle from Canterbury there.
Yeah,
they made that a game. 5-4 after last night's efforts.
Yeah, 50. I was just saying
52 to 14 shots. There's a good reason why the shot count was so high, but the goal count was so low.
Fantastic work.
Yeah, it's good to see a bit of a spark from the Red Devils though. Haast and Morris, obviously two very standout players, are making a big impact. The Moncriefs, Hayden Bull as well. Yeah, a lot of potential in this team moving forward. A lot of young guys coming up as well.
And that's a win for Joel Gerard.
That is a W for Joel Gerard, absolutely. Yeah, talking about young guys coming up. The future himself.
The future, yes. Oh, well, that ends it for this weekend.
Absolutely.
We'd like to thank you, everybody, for listening.
Yes.
And until next time here at Queenstown Ice Arena, stay warm. I'm Dave Dubnick.
I'm Joel LeBret, and have a great night.